The wrong turn. A black SUV winds along a narrow mountain highway. Inside are five college friends Eli, Rachel, Mike, Tina, and Chris, heading to a music festival in Tennessee. Laughter fills the air, music thumps through the speakers. Suddenly, their GPS goes dark. No service, no signal. They arrive at a fork in the road. A rusted sign, hand painted and half fallen, reads, "Shortcut Ravens Hollow, 15 miles." Beneath the sign, dried crimson stains blend with rust. Rachel hesitates. This doesn't feel right. Let's turn back. Mike, behind the wheel, laughs. Come on, Rach, what's a little detour? We'll be back on the highway in no time. He turns down the dirt road, swallowed by a tunnel of gnarled trees. Behind them, the signpost trembles as if someone just brushed past it. The broken down car and the abandoned cabin. After only a few miles, the SUV sputters, jerks, and dies. Headlights flicker. The engine is dead. Mike curses and checks under the hood, but everything seems in order. No cell service, power banks useless. Night creeps in faster than expected. They walk deeper into the woods to look for help. Amidst the trees, they spot an old cabin, weathered, half collapsed, with eerie trinkets hanging from the eaves, bones, voodoo dolls, and ropes tied in strange knots. Rachel pulls back. This place is wrong. It feels watched. But the others coax her forward. Inside, the cabin is dusty and rotten, but strangely alive. A pot of stew still simmers on the stove, and the dining table is freshly set for five. Blood-stained symbols are etched into the wooden walls, depicting people being butchered, buried, and hanged. Mike opens a back door and narrowly misses a spring-loaded bear trap, slamming shut inches from his leg. Missing in the woods, frightened, they leave the cabin and try to find their way back. Chris volunteers to return alone to the SUV to get more supplies. He disappears into the darkness. An hour passes. He doesn't return. Suddenly, an inhuman scream cuts through the silence, followed by more, layered voices shrieking and moaning. Tina panics and sprints after the sound, but falls into a pit hidden by leaves and branches. Inside, she finds rotting human corpses, tied and dismembered, arranged in grotesque shapes. A leather face mask, crudely stitched with barbed wire, lies beside her. She screams. Above her, a pair of gleaming eyes stare down, unblinking. The hunters hidden in the underbrush, Eli and Rachel see them, disfigured humans, twisted by years of inbreeding and isolation. One is hunchbacked, another blind but sniffing the air like a bloodhound, and a massive figure with a face twice the normal size. They drag Chris's corpse back to the cabin. In a basement torture chamber, Mike regains consciousness, dangling upside down, chained above a blood-slicked wooden table. Tools of medieval torture lie nearby. A figure wearing a mask made of bone leans close and whispers, "You're next." The master under the earth thirsts for fresh meat. The basement walls are covered in carvings, ancient sigils, and drawings of ritual sacrifice. A desperate escape. Rachel and Eli form a plan. They find a shed filled with kerosene and use it to set a diversionary fire. As the flames erupt, the cannibal family screeches in fury and runs toward the blaze. In the chaos, Tina is snatched by a skeletal hand from a well near the house. She's dragged screaming into its bottomless dark, a sacrificial pit. From below echo the groans of souls eternally damned. Eli stays behind to fight the leader, a towering brute wearing a skull mask and wielding a blood-rusted axe. They fight fiercely. Eli sets the basement ablaze, trapping them both in fire. "Go, Ratch," he shouts. "Don't stop." The blood circle. Rachel and a bloodied Mike stumble out of the woods at sunrise. They wave down a rusted pickup truck on the roadside. The old driver, hunched and quiet, nods and gestures for them to hop in. They sigh in relief. But as the truck rolls forward, Rachel notices tattoos on the driver's arms, identical to the sigils carved into the basement. He glances in the rearview mirror. His face is deformed, his mouth sewn partially shut, eyes cloudy. He grins. "Welcome home, Missy." Dinner's waiting. The truck locks from the inside and takes a sharp turn, back onto the dirt path to Raven's Hollow. At the roadside behind them, the rusted sign trembles and drips fresh blood from its base.